All right, it's Bryson Baylor coming at you once again. Hope you're having a great day. Listen, I want to share with you a little bit more about procrastination. I want to share with you the truth about procrastination. There was a previous post that I did where I shared about a little bit of foundation for procrastination. I want to go a little bit more in depth and really uncover some things for you. So let's jump into it. All right, first of all, you have to know this is that when it comes to procrastination, fear is the father of procrastination. Fear is the progenitor of procrastination, if we want to use P's. And so this means that whenever you really see procrastination in your life, the main emotion, the main thing that fuels it that I've discovered is fear. Because the truth is this, the reason why you don't want to do something or why you procrastinate is because there is an element of fear. It's the fear of the changes. It's the fear of the requirements. It's the fear of the pain that it will take you to adjust. It's the fear of the rejection. Maybe in business, you don't want to be rejected, so you don't make the cold call. Or maybe in love, you don't want to be rejected. So when it comes to that person, pursuing that person that you want, that you desire, you don't go for it because you're afraid of the result. And so because you're afraid, you justify escaping that result, escaping the pain of rejection, escaping the changes that might be required by procrastinating, by not doing what needs to be done. And when it comes to you and your success and building up a lifestyle that you dream of and living the life that you were born to live, when you have fear, it also can be a fear of success. It can also be a fear of the unknown. Most people, when it comes to businesses and initiatives and going to school and starting new things and things that are big and, I was going to say big and bad, but things that are great, there's a fear of the unknown. There's a fear you don't know what's going to happen. You don't know if people are going to accept you. You don't know if what your product or your service is going to be, received well. And so there's a fear that this might not work, and that's always in the back of your mind. There's a fear that this may blow up in my face. There's a fear that, everybody's going to laugh at me and say, we told you you were wrong. And so we procrastinate, and so we put things off in order to assuage and accommodate fear. But I want to tell you that you can't do that anymore. You've got to change that, because if you keep doing that, you'll really put yourself in a bad predicament, and you'll never get anywhere. If you always surrender and submit your life to fear, then your life will be stuck and you won't do anything. Here's the thing, ignorant fear. Now, I'm not talking about fear like, you should be afraid of jumping out of an airplane without a parachute at 20,000 feet in the sky. You should be afraid of that, and that should make you scary. You should be afraid of pointing a loaded gun in your head. Yes, you should. I'm talking about ignorant fear. I'm talking about fear that is not relevant, fear that is not true. So we call it ignorant fear. Ignorant fear is the opposite of faith. All right. And so that means that fear is the arch enemy of faith. And so if fear runs your life, and therefore procrastination runs your life, that means that you really can't walk in faith. That means that you really can't have faith that your business is going to be well. You can't have faith that you'll be able to get out of your predicament. You can't have faith that you'll be able to do better, because fear is paralyzing you. And if fear is paralyzing you, then that means there is no fear. There is no faith, rather. One of my favorite quotes is that, perfect love or faith casts out fear. So where faith is, there is no fear. So if you have fear, then that means that there is a lack of faith. Where there's a presence of faith, there's a lack of fear. So you have to have faith. Fear keeps you from expanding and progressing. All right? Fear keeps you from expanding and progressing. Fear tells you that tomorrow or later is better. That's what fear does. Fear tells you that tomorrow or later is better. Fear wants to keep you in a specific boundary. Fear wants to keep you in the box of comfort, in a box where there's no change, where there's no additional requirements, in a box where there are no new situations, no new people. A lot of people don't even engage with other people because you're afraid of that your difference may be too big. And so you procrastinate when it comes to dealing with people and establishing new relationships. So fear tells you that, tomorrow or later is better. It tries to keep you in that place where you are. Fear says later, faith says now. This is two big differences you have to know. Fear says later, faith says now. So fear and procrastination says later, tomorrow. Don't do it because this is not going to work out. Play it safe, stay in the box. Whereas faith says now. When you talk about faith, when you talk about, obtaining and pursuing things, it's a process of doing it now. It's always an immediate action. It's a now. Anytime faith is present, it always is for now. It's never for tomorrow. Faith is never for tomorrow. Faith is for now. Fear is for tomorrow. Faith is for now. In our godness, in our godlike, in our God nature, we don't have a spirit of fear, but we have a spirit of power and a sound mind. So when we procrastinate and operate in fear, we forsake our identity. So if the God nature does not have fear, that means that when we walk in fear and procrastination, we forsake our divinity and our godhood or our godness. And you don't want to do that. You want to be able to walk in your divinity. You want to be able to walk in your awesomeness and your I amness, because when you do that, then you can be able to obtain and to manifest and to attract those things in your life that belong to you, and to manifest those things that success and greatness bring, which it belongs to you, which is the life that you were born to live. So you've got to learn how to beat procrastination. You've got to learn how to beat fear. And I'm going to tell you, I've got my little Michael Jackson thing down there, because you got to beat it. Just beat it, beat it, beat it. All right, I won't sing. I'm sorry. All right, so here's what you do. The key to limiting to procrastination is identifying the emotions and the thoughts when procrastination creeps in. So that means that you have to really, when you recognize procrastination, when you recognize fear that leads to procrastination, you have to take a TV timeout and you have to stop and make an analysis, make an assessment. What caused that? What emotions am I experiencing? What thoughts are going through my mind right now that are causing me to want to procrastinate? So you have to identify those thoughts, identify those emotions. Then you have to mentally reinforce the truth about these fears and procrastination, because an acronym for fear is false evidences appearing real. So you have to condition your mind to reinforce the truth, not what is evidently appearing real as false, but the truth about these emotions. Yes, you might get rejected, but you'll never know if you never step forward. Yes, they may not like your product, but they may love your product and it may become a success. Yes, you may not succeed, but you may succeed and you may blow up. And it just may be awesome and incredible. So you have to reinforce your mind to go for it. You've got to beat success, beat procrastination, kick it in the butt and go for it. Let's do it. Today is your day. This is going to be the best day of your life. Listen, let me know if you like this. Leave a comment, rate the video. I hope to hear from you. Send me an email. This is Bryson G. Baylor signing off from the God Life, godlifeonline.com. Stay tuned. I'll talk to you in the future. Peace and blessings.